Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee. I am Tiffany Renee. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. If you are a returning person or a subscriber, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. On this channel, we talk about everything that is metaphysics, quantum physics. We talk about spirituality. We talk about everything that has to do with the mind, the body, the spirit, and everything that's going on as we proceed to experience life in this 3D reality and have this human experience. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and leaves comments. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for the love and support. If there are any topics that you want me to talk about, drop them in the comments because I want to make sure that I am serving you all and bringing you topics that you want to hear about and all that good stuff. Also, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free. All that information will be in the description box below. And I am excited to make this video because it has been requested, or what has been discussed. I'll put it that way. I did a live, I want to say back in December, like my one and only live. I'm going to do some more lives. So let me know if you want me to do more lives. And someone did ask this question about changing like appearances and like eye color and stuff like that. So I've been saying that I'm going to do a video about body changes and changing your appearance using law of attraction, and like, can you manifest changing your body? And this is what this video is about. Got it together. And I'm finally making the video. I apologize that it took me a minute, but I'm finally making the video. So yes, we're rocking She-Ra. So all my 80s people, okay, if you know, you know. She-Ra is my girl. Okay, I love me some She-Ra. So we're going to talk about changing body image. And like, can you just change your appearance using law of attraction or law of assumption? Can you manifest this looking different? And the short answer is yes, absolutely, 100,000%. You most assuredly can change your body appearance, 100%, without a doubt. The longer answer, which would be the follow-up question, would be like, well, how, right? And you will do it the way you manifest anything else in your life. I know, right? It's not any different. Like, like, technique wise, it still starts the same way. Sorry about that. It's pouring rain. It's been raining all day. So if you hear that's what that is. It's the same thing. You focus on what it is that you want, that you desire, and you use unwavering faith, discipline, dedication, whatever you want to call it, and you deny your senses, you deny what the 3D is showing you, and you commit to, as Neville Goddard would say, the wish fulfilled. You live in the end, and you just assume that this is what you are now. You step into the reality or to the timeline, or you shift into the identity where you are now this person who has this new, whatever it is that you want to change. I know it is true because I've done it. And other people have done it. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. As you all know, if you watch my previous videos, I recently, back in September, I published my first book, and I will leave the link in the description box below. Pounds down, forks up. Ooh, here she is. Yes. Because it's all about my weight journey and how I manifested releasing over 40 pounds, okay, within a 2-month period from 2020 to 2022. And I just talk about that entire journey and that entire process. I also have 2 videos here on my YouTube channel, part 1 and part 2, about my transformation journey as well, which was before I had gotten down to where I was when I wrote the book. And body changes literally start with the mind. It literally does. And even certain personal trainers will tell you that it's your mindset first. Because to me, it's very psychological. Because to me, the first step to changing your outer appearance is you got to change your inner appearance first. You have to change your mind. You have to decide that this is the person who you want to become. And you got to be sure. And you have to decide that you want to do it for you. Okay, that's what I had to do. I had to decide that I wanted to change my body for me. I wanted to get some of the extra bulk off of me, especially for my knees and stuff, but I needed to do it for me. I spent like over 20 years working on my body, thinking that that was the only part of my value, that all of my value was tied up in this body, right? In my appearance, that I wasn't pretty enough, I wasn't skinny enough, all that for other people, right? You got to start with doing it for you first, period. So ask yourself that question first. Am I doing it for me? Who am I doing this for? Am I trying to impress somebody? Am I trying to get something from somebody else? Am I doing it to appease other people, family, friends, a significant other? Am I trying to do this to make other people love me more? You have to ask yourself, are you doing it for you, or are you doing it for another person or other people? That's where it starts. Because from my own personal experience, I was doing it for other people and I failed miserably at every attempt. And if I did have even just the slightest bit of success, which I rarely did, it didn't last. I couldn't keep it up because I wasn't doing it for me. And so I wasn't inspired to keep going. I was trying to live from motivation, and my motivation was so that they would feel better about me, so that other people would feel better about me. Let me hurry up and get this body together so that other people will feel better about how I look. And then I can be loved, or then I'll be invited into the circle, or then maybe the person who rejected me will want me back and start blowing up my phone or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? And for me, that didn't work. It just didn't work. It made my life miserable. So you got to do it for you. And it took me several years. It took me till I was like 38 years old, until 2020, right? And I think I was like 37, about to be 38. It took me till 2020. And I had been on this journey since I was 12 years old. It took me until 2020, when I was like 37, until I finally was like, I'm actually doing this for me. But I had to get there by a place of acceptance. So that's the next step. You got to decide. You got to accept where you are right now and be okay with how you look. Okay? Yes, all of this, in my opinion, is part of the manifestation process. You have to be okay with where you are. I'm not saying that you have to love it, right? But you at least have to accept how you look. I finally got to that place like 2018, 2019. I got to a place where I just really accepted the fact that I was a fat girl. Okay? Like wholeheartedly accepted that. Started dipping my toe around 2017. But just really started accepting it like 2018, 2019. And I'm like, look, I'm a fat girl. I'm just going to live my best fat girl life. Like, I just didn't. You know what I mean? So I just stopped caring. I stopped putting so much emphasis on how I looked. And I said, this is the body I have right now. I don't have the energy or the mind right now to try to do anything about this. So I'm just going to accept my body as it is. And we're just going to be cute. I just changed my thoughts about it. And by doing that, I started dressing better. And, you know, I guess my fashion game got up a little bit. I wasn't even fully aware, but I just started picking out brighter clothes and like just really, you know, not so in darker colors so much, because I you know, I always liked brighter colors, but my wardrobe did contain a lot of monochromatic colors. No shade, ain't nothing wrong with monochromatic colors, okay? Do you, boo? But I'm more of a bright color person, but I noticed I didn't have a lot of bright colors in my wardrobe. I started wearing neon colors and bright, listen, my colors are like neon, hot pink, like all up in my wardrobe now. I started wearing those colors, bright reds, and, you know, I started wearing like more hats and stuff because I love it. I just started really, even when I had cut my hair really short, I was wearing headbands with everything and the jewelry and all of that. And I just started embracing the fact that I was where I was. And that shifted the energy. And then I started doing things that I thought I couldn't do. I started going to concerts and I started getting backstage. I started meeting all the celebrities. Like, listen, things that I thought only, you know, skinnier people could do. It, again, said with love, this was my mindset. That was my own limiting belief that I didn't look the part. Because of how I looked, I'm not the girl who gets serenaded. I'm not the girl who gets picked out from the crowd. I'm not the girl who gets taken backstage to meet anybody. Do you see what I mean? That was the limiting belief that I had. But I was having those experiences because I accepted where I was, and I was just living my best life still in spite of how I looked on the outside. And I was just like, you know what? When it's time, it's time. However, in the meantime, I'm going to live my best life. And I was. You see all of my other previous YouTube videos, you know what I mean? Like how I manifested meeting this person and that person and this person and that person, you know what I mean? And yes, I had been on my journey in 2020, but even if you watch some of my videos in 2019, where I manifested front row concert tickets and stuff like that, all of that, I hadn't started my weight journey yet. And I was having those experiences. So the energy had already shifted. I was shifting out of the version of me who felt like I had to become somebody else for something, for somebody else and for other people. And I could just be okay being myself. Once I got to that place, I was then able to, by inspired action, feel like, you know what? I think I'm ready to change my body because I think I do want to be smaller because my knees and stuff like that. I just want to move a little bit better because I turn up at the concerts and I want to be, I don't want to be out of breath so much when I go up and down my stairs and stuff like that. So I think I'm ready to take off some excess weight. And the solution just presented itself in perfect harmony because I was in vibrational alignment with it, with that solution, which was my friend just telling me about this program that they were on. And because I was moving through inspired action, I accepted the invitation. And I have been doing this, like, I have been working out 5 days a week ever since, from May of 2020 to now. Even though I'm not doing the same workout anymore, I still do my own workouts, whether it's on YouTube or stretching or whatever. And it's been, this May will be 3 years. And over 40 pounds gone. So you most assuredly can just manifest your body changing because I manifested that program showing up in my life. And the inspired action was for me to get up and do the workout because I shifted my vibration. So you got to be okay with where you are And you got to be receptive to letting the solution that's going to work for you come to you. And then you got to make a decision. You got to decide that you're going to be open to whatever possibility shows up that is conducive to who you are and what you believe is possible. So if you believe even in the possibility that you can change what you want to change using law of attraction or law of assumption, or just by saying affirmations or by scripting or whatever, it's going to show up for you through whatever means you believe is possible for it to show up. So it's going to be different for everybody. So you just have to be open, but decide that it's possible and decide that you're going to have it. It's already yours. Don't do anything to contradict it, and it's going to show up. Juliette Cleary, check her out on YouTube. She's a phenomenal source for it, right? She changed her eye color. She grew bigger boobs. Like, she talks about it. You know what I mean? Because whatever action you're inspired to take, it's going to be part of the bridge of incidence to get you where you need to be. My body transformation was, for me, my bridge of incidence was to work out 5 days a week and eat absolutely whatever I want. And that's what I did. And that's what works for me. I was also inspired to drink 2 liters of water a day, which I do. You know what I mean? That may not be somebody else's story. And that's what transformed my body, but it may be different for somebody else because I wanted to slim down. Let's say you want to change your eye color like Juliette Cleary did. Okay, then you would just start deciding that, let's say you have brown eyes and you want blue eyes like her. That's what Juliette Cleary did. And you just start deciding that, okay, I now have blue eyes. I now have blue eyes. So let's say if you're a female, you identify as female, then you now are going to start doing what? You take inspired action to go and buy what eyeshadow and makeup that complements somebody with blue eyes, right? You might start dyeing your hair or wearing, ponytails or wigs or whatever that complement people with blue eyes. You might start wearing colors that go really well with people with blue eyes. Like, do you see what I'm saying? And you just keep telling yourself, oh my God, I have like the best blue eyes. They're so clear today. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. My eyes look so amazing. They're like the clearest blue. Like, you just tell yourself that you have blue eyes. You now are stepping into the identity of someone who has blue eyes. Don't ask me how, but somehow, some way, because everything is an illusion anyway, right? So everything is what you say it is anyway. But somehow, some way, your eye color is going to change. I don't know how. Okay? And you just say that you want it done harmoniously, right? Somehow, some way. Literally, people have done this. That's why I'm referencing Juliette Cleary. Literally, she literally did this. She would look at magazines when she was a teenager, or like a preteen, and she would see models with blue eyes, and she always wanted them. And her eyes actually changed. They're more like a blue-green, but they're definitely not brown. Like, they're not her original eye color. No contacts, no nothing. It's just this gorgeous, like, bluish gray, bluish green color now. Her eyes changed because she just kept saying that she wanted blue eyes. Like, we literally can do anything, okay? People have manifested being taller, having smaller noses, like having slimmer faces. Like, you literally can do whatever you want. You literally can transform your entire body. Literally, with your mind, with your imagination. Neville Goddard has, his thing is all about imagination. If you're good at visualizing, You sit in your chair, or you rest and you get into the state akin to sleep like he would do, and you visualize the part of your body that you want altered or you want adjusted, whatever it is. And you visualize it and you feel it. You feel what it feels like, to have, I don't know, more muscles on your arms, or to have like a flatter stomach or whatever, to feel taller, whatever it is that you want. You feel into it and you feel gratitude for it. You say thank you for it. And then you act like you already have it. If you want longer hair, what would a person with long hair do? You would go have you some hair bands. You would go be getting you some hair clips. You will be, you see what I'm saying? Get you a box that you got full of hair stuff. Because the person who has long hair would have those things. You still do the same process as you would do to manifest anything else. There's no difference. I say that I manifested my weight dropping because it started with my mind and a decision. I started telling myself, okay, well, I'm now small. Like I get smaller and smaller every day. Everything I eat contributes to my weight release. I'm releasing more and more weight every single day. Like I would just say those affirmations. I would listen to the affirmations, like body affirmations, when I would work out. And I was just inspired to work out. I've never been inspired to work out. That just happened to be part of my bridge of incidents for me to get my manifestation. Sometimes it would be HIIT workouts. And then over time, sometimes it would just be 5 minutes of marching or stretching or whatever, 7-minute crunches, whatever it is that my body felt like doing that day. And that's all it would be. Drink my water and go and eat whatever I wanted to eat. Because I also said, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to eat whatever I want. And it's going to nourish my body. And I'm still going to have my ideal body. Still. And it worked. And I tried all the diets out there. I did all of the stuff. I did everything the way society said you're supposed to do it, the quote unquote right way. Like cut out this, add that, cut out that, and cut out this and add that. I did all of it. And none of it worked for me. For me, personally. That's just my story. It's worked for a lot of other people, but they didn't work for me. I just said, well, I'm going to manifest this. Law of attraction says I can be, do, or have whatever I want. Okay, watch me drop this weight. Just with my mind. And I just decided, okay, I'm just going to decide. I get to dictate what my body does. Okay, body, we were losing weight. What's my inspired action? To work out 5 days a week? What? Are you kidding me? I've never done, like what? I would have never thought that would be part of my bridge of incidents because I wasn't feeling it at the time. But I did it. And I've been doing it since May of 2020. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I have pictures on my other video, but I will upload pictures at the end of this so you can see, just in case you haven't seen pictures on my other video, so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see like before and after pictures of me by following my inspired action and changing my mind and just deciding that I am now releasing unwanted weight. I'm now releasing unwanted weight. I'm now, I can eat whatever I want and I'm still going to continue to have the best body. I'm healthy. I can do whatever. You know what I mean? I just kept saying it because I just kept deciding that that's what it's going to be. I didn't care. I didn't even own a scale for the first year. I'm like, I don't care about weighing myself. I don't need to weigh myself. I don't need that validation. I don't care what the scale says. I don't need a scale. I didn't have a scale for a year. Like, who needs a scale? I don't need numbers to validate the fact that I'm going to get scared. Say what? I may have weighed myself maybe 3 times. If I pulled over and saw a gym, I would just pull over and just weigh myself. But mostly it was other people on the outside telling me that I had changed. I didn't even care because I just felt like it's going to happen anyway. I was just feeling good at the inspired action that I was taking. Your inspired action might be, if you want to maybe slim down, your inspired action might be something as simple is just taking a walk for 20 minutes a day. Or if you have stairs, just go up and down your stairs twice, 3 times a week. Do you see what I mean? Like, it'll be different for everybody. Or your inspired action might just be just drink some water. Just drink a liter of water a day. That might be your inspired action to get you what you want. If you are, changing something else up, if you want to be, I don't know, get taller, your inspired action might be something different. You know what I mean? It might be like, okay, wear platform shoes. You know what I mean? For a month. That might be your inspired action. And then suddenly you might have grown an inch afterwards. You know what I mean? Think tall. You want to be taller? You got to think taller. You want to be slimmer? Think slimmer. You know what I mean? You want lighter eyes? Think lighter eyes. You want to, whatever it is that you want to change about your body, you have to think like that thing is already done. Think the thoughts that would accompany you if you were already that thing, if that change had already happened. Because remember, there's already a version of you that exists on a different timeline that already has that change. So, I'm gonna wrap it up now. I hope this video helps you, and I hope it inspired you and got you fired up to let you know that you can literally change anything. You can apply this to anything, okay? Your body, love, money, your career, whatever. It all starts in the mind first. You got to see it in here before you can see it out here, regardless, okay? It will be different for everybody because we're all different. We all want different things, and our journey is different. Our inspired action is going to be different, okay? So how you get there might be very personal and to the individual, but as long as you keep your vision and you keep holding to your decision, like, the universe has no choice but to bring you what it is that your dominant vibration is calling for. So don't stray from it, no matter how ridiculous it might sound or how unorthodox or illogical. Who cares about that? We don't care about that, right? We're going to throw logic out the window. We manifesting here, okay? If you want to change something, then decide that it's changed. Decide that it's changed. And then you walk in that change. You walk as if that change has happened. You want clearer skin? Okay, act as if you have clear skin. Like, okay, I have clear skin. I've got clear skin now. Okay, so what would someone who has clear skin be doing? You would have, like, what? Amazing skincare products. You probably have some really nice makeup. You would be, like, what would you be doing if you had clear skin? You'd be walking a little bit taller. You have a little bit more confidence. You would be, like, what? Taking more photos? Whatever. What would you be doing if you had clear skin? That's how you get clear skin. You would talk nicely to your skin, like, oh my God, you are so gorgeous. Look how gorgeous my skin is. Oh my God. I talk to my skin all the time. Even if I do get a blemish or whatever, I still talk to my skin. I always tell my skin how beautiful it is. Talk to your body. Talk to the parts that you love, that you want to change, and the parts that you don't want to change. You talk to your body. And your body responds to your words, to your vibration, because it responds to the frequency that you give out. If you talk lovingly to your body, instead of walking past the mirror like, ugh, I hate this double chin, or I hate this football, or I hate, my hair, or I hate my skin. Instead, talk to it as if it already is the way you want it to be. Like, oh my God, look how flat my stomach is. Oh my God. I say that to myself still. Because I'm still a work in progress. But I'm like, oh my God, stomach is so flat. Oh, look at this snatched waist. What? Still. And your body will respond to that. It will respond to it. Speak lovingly to your body, and your body will love you back. And it will mirror back to you what you want to see. All right, I'm done. We're done. Thank you all so much. Love you guys. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, And I will leave the links in the description box below. And take care.